I'm first, woohoo! Ha, you got here second? Be quick next time, Pepega.
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? Oh, thank you. There's something on my... Actually, I'll just put that there. Yeah. Hi! How are you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. How's it going, y'all? I'm kind of low energy today. I think understandably so. Oh, thank you, Egg Goblin, thank you, Heretic, thank you, Egg Goblin. Happy to be here. Urkamus, Elarafis, thank you for DMing first and second. Egg Goblin, thank you for being here. What's going on, y'all? Happy hump day. Anything new? Good stream. Thank you, Egg Goblin. Zebrafinch. Yeah, I think you're the one who recommended it to me a really long time ago, and I just haven't, like, it seemed fitting that I'm playing this in October, considering it's, Day of the Dead, spooky. I also figured that I absolutely would not have the mental fortitude to play a game I find as challenging as, Ori, which is what I had scheduled for today. For the people who are not in my Discord, little life update. I'm trying. Over the weekend, we had to put one of our dogs down. And it wasn't planned. It was very unexpected. So, I am still recovering from that. I'm sorry if I'm emotional and tired. But yeah, that's just what's going on with me. Hope you guys had a better weekend than I did. I did come back, yes! You're also low energy, ran out of Adderall. Oh no! I literally made an appointment to get my refill. Well, Ritalin. I take Ritalin. My Ritalin refill today for tomorrow, which is nice. Oh, my hair is just. Oh, thank you very much. I just took it out of the braids that I've had it in all weekend because the braids were not working anymore, and I was like, I don't have energy to do more than this. Glad that this is cozy. Hydrate works. Legally can't be given more for another. Oh no! I don't take mine as often as is prescribed, so I usually don't need to refill every month like I'm allowed to. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been really rough. He got the twisted stomach thing, so I don't know how much I want to talk about it. I don't know if I want to cry on stream. But for people who don't know about the bloat, the twisted stomach thing, it's something that is very, very common in dogs. Apparently, if something causes a dog's stomach to bloat rapidly, it can cause the stomach to freely rotate, and then it gets all the organs twisted up, and it is, yeah, it's very common, especially in larger dogs, especially in male dogs. And there is a surgery that can fix it, but it's extremely invasive, and it's also $16,000, and it makes it so that it's more likely to happen again in the future. Eating twigs cause it? I mean, I don't know. We don't really know specifically what causes it, but one of the things that seems to make it more likely is if the dogs eat fast. And my dog, Toby, he is always eating really fast. We've done our best to slow him down because we know it's not good for them because it can cause choke. But there's not much that you can do. And he was 12, he was already getting older. It wouldn't have been fair to try and ask an older dog who was already in physical therapy for joints and stuff that come with getting old to try and recover from a surgery like that. So, it's been really weird and not great around the house the last week. Feeding the dogs and like only reaching for one bowl just feels wrong. Leaving the house and coming back and only being greeted by one dog. I love my dog, but only being greeted by one dog, it feels really weird and unpleasant, but it's part of life, so I'll get over it. I'm doing better than I was on Monday and Tuesday, so that's good.
Throwing shade.
Which ones? But yeah, that's the reason that I have decided that playing a really, really intense game that I find very mentally draining. I can cry if I need to. Like the Twitch ones. These ones? I'm really sorry you had to go through that, Heretic. It was really hard. These ones will do. it's definitely been really rough. I think one of the worst parts for me is it's really fast. It kills in hours. We put him down, so we did kind of get to say goodbye, but he was drugged up and in pain. By the time I woke up on Sunday, he was already really sick and he wasn't himself anymore. My parents, they got to take him on a walk and feed him and spend the morning with him, and I didn't. But again, life goes on. We'll be okay. But it's been a really rough week. So we are going to be playing a puzzle game that is spooky themed and rather chill. Timer starts now. Glasses and ears. I look like I'm going to like a pride rave or something. Yeah. Sorry about that. That's a look, yeah, right? I know. The glasses somehow make me look more elvish than without them. Thank you. My lips are hard to read. I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know if that's intentionally a compliment, but I'll take that as a compliment. It means that people can't eavesdrop on me as easily, and I feel like that's a good thing. My dad was asking, I got food over on Monday. On Monday, I did end up spending the night at my grandmother's house, because it was the day of her surgery, and she was actually blind on that. Okay, sorry. I got this like pineapple fried rice ordered, and I didn't like it very much, so I brought it back, and I was like, alright, well, if either my dad or Colton can have it, and then he wasn't sure which one it was, so he was just asking, and I was specifying it has pineapples, and it has cashews in it, and it's very yellow. You know what? Remind you of the Elves of Shadowrun, that's what it is. I don't know what that is, but thank you. Elves are cool. Saw my pirate costume pics, it looked like it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a really good time that weekend. I definitely would like to go back to TwitchCon at some point. There's still more pictures, but I'm not really in the mood to post more pictures. I met a content creator that I'm a huge fan of, and I was planning on posting that one next, and then I was like, I don't feel like I'm in the mood to post fun pictures right now. I'm in mourning. You think you had friends? Oh, cool! Well, I may have run into them at one point or another. I don't know. It was mostly me just wandering around with my friends and taking pictures, and we played some arcade games, and we tried playing ping pong, but clearly me and my friends, neither of us know how to play ping pong. There's two TwitchCons. There's one in the States, and there's one that's in France, I think. I think they have two every year. I did go to the arcade, yes. I didn't really play any of the games though. I played one of the games that was like a dancing one and got really stressed out and then didn't play anymore. I'm not a fan of dancing games. And this one was weird. The instructions were all in Japanese, so I didn't really know what I was supposed to do. Okay, which ones? It's actually 10 minutes? And are you just extending the time? So yes, same ones, just extend the time. It was at about 5 minutes, so I'm going to slot it for 15 minutes now. Arcade Monsters? Wait, Monsters? It was just like a dancing game or something. I don't know what it was. It was in Japanese. Dance Dance. Yeah. It was like it had this thing where you could like reach your arm out and it would motion sensor certain lights, but I didn't really understand that, so I just saw the motions and I was like trying to wave my arms around, and then they were like, no, you're supposed to put your arms out like this. And then by the time I realized that, I was already like, it was just really overwhelming. I didn't like it. Arcade Monsters is an arcade downtown a couple blocks north. Oh, interesting. Well, no, TwitchCon had an arcade. Like, TwitchCon had one of the sections within TwitchCon was an arcade. It wasn't like we went to an arcade somewhere. Well, I mean, if you think that it's something that would be overwhelming for you, then I wouldn't recommend it, but if you ever want to test it out, you could always check out going outside. Usually they have stuff that's outside of TwitchCon that you don't need to pay for, that's just, there's still crowds, there's still stuff, it's cool, but you don't need to actually go outside. So that's a good way to test out if you think you could handle it or not without having to spend money. I don't think I've been to an actual arcade in a really long time. It was in the San Diego Convention Center this year. And it will be next year too. Last year it was in Nevada. Went to San Diego Comic-Con just to see all the film Batmobiles outside. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, when I was in high school, I actually dressed up as Harley Quinn and went to Comic-Con, but I didn't go inside. I didn't pay for a ticket. I just went outside of Comic-Con, and there's like still a lot of stuff outside of Comic-Con, and my friend and I had a really good time. Well, I graduated in 15, I think? Yeah, 2015, but this was probably in like 2014 or 2013. I don't remember the specific. Did you think I was still in high school or something? Yeah, Comic-Con. My grandmother was asking me how long TwitchCon has been going on, and I was like, I know it's been going on at least the last 2 years. You know what? When was the first TwitchCon? Oh, it was in 2015. Interesting, so that hasn't been going on that long. Like 10 years, but not that long. I am 28. I turn 29 in January. I only ever went to one con and it was a book con in New York City. How was that? It sounds like fun. I like books. I started reading, that one book that's like taking the internet by storm right now. Fourth Wing. I started reading Fourth Wing, and I'm actually really liking it. I wasn't sure what I'd think, but then I realized it's about dragons, and I really like dragons, so yeah, I'm enjoying it. Thank you, Goblin. The green to overtake you. What does that mean? Green like jealousy? Green like what does that mean? Cool, Carrie Oluz. How do I don't know how to pronounce that. Was there for some reason? I also don't know who that is. But cool, I'm glad you had a good time. Elwes, thank you. The overgrowth? I'm sure you're not that old, but it happens to all of us. You guys want to hear some dark humor about my dog? The one that died? So I don't have any pictures offhand right now, but he would sit, it was almost like in a split with his hip bones. Most dogs, they lay down like this, with their hind legs kind of like this. But he would lie with his hip bones flat on the ground. And apparently that's common in puppies, but as they get older, their hips stop moving like that. And everyone always told us, like, make sure you take pictures when he's a puppy, because he's gonna stop doing that, and it's really cute, but as he gets older, he's gonna stop doing that. And he just never stopped doing that. And then eventually those warnings changed from, once he stops being a puppy, he's gonna stop doing that, to if you don't stop your dog from doing that, he's gonna end up with hip dysplasia real young. And it was like every dog trainer we took him to, every vet we took him to, and Colton, our canine physical therapist, everyone was like, you need to either train him to stop doing this or start like making him do exercises and stuff, or he will end up with hip dysplasia real young. And then he got old and he still was not showing any signs of hip dysplasia. Other issues for sure, but not hip dysplasia. And so anyways, I would just like to say that they were all wrong, and he never got hip dysplasia, and he never will. There's my dark humor. I asked my mom on Monday, which was the day after it happened, if it was too soon to say that, and she laughed and then said yes. Dark humor is how I handle things. Like flat. Yeah, we called it bear position, or bear pose, because he kind of looked like a bear rug. Showed those vets, he showed the physical therapist, he showed the trainers. Yeah, ended up being eating too fast that killed him, not the hip. I mean, I don't think hip dysplasia would have killed him, actually. I think it would have just made his life more difficult. And it didn't! So yeah. I'm glad we never trained him not to do that, because it was really cute. Alright, I think we should try and get to this game to see what it's like. Is wobbly cat syndrome? Oh, I've seen videos of that. It is really cute. Alright. I actually didn't test this game to see if I'm able to do it with the Twitch chat overlay, but let's set it up. Let's hope that it works. Get out of the music. Here. Did set up this part. There it is. Cool, cool, cool. It's a puzzle game, so I should get the notes. I should set up notes.
Sorry for the wait, Mr. Flores. I am ready to take you now.
Take me? Take me where?
Now, there's no need to be nervous.
Nervous? No. Just your appearance. It's a little intimidating.
Intimidating? Me? But I'm your friend. My name's Manny Calavera. I'm your new travel agent.
I don't want a new travel agent. I want to go home.
You can't go home, Celso. You're dead. But you're not alone. Everybody here is just as dead as you. That's why we call it the land of the dead. Are you ready for your big journey?
No. What journey?
The 4-year journey of the soul. It is quite a big trip. And I can't lie to you,
Lich,
Celso.
hello.
It could be
How you
very,
doing?
very dangerous. Unless you were to take that money you were buried with and buy a better travel package from us. I mean, wouldn't you rather cross the land of the dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise? Or, if you led a very good life, you may
How are
even
you,
be
Mr.
eligible for a
Ledge? Happy
ticket on the
Wednesday.
number 9 itself.
The number 9?
That's our top-of-the-line express train. It shoots straight to the
Okay.
ninth underworld, the land of eternal rest.
It's been a rough
in 4
week, but I'm
minutes
doing
instead of
better.
4 years. But very few people qualify. Let's take a look at your records. Well, the bad news is the train appears to be just out of your reach, but I still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve here. Yaha! Yes, that's the ticket. The Excelsior line. Yes, she's a beauty. That compass and the handle will sure come in handy, too. Oh, you're going to have a great trip. Wish I was going.
Why don't you? You could give me a lift.
Oh, I can't leave here until I've worked off a little debt to the powers that be.
Community service, eh? Well, I guess there are some folks worse off than me.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough. No thanks to dead and no commission low-life cases like yours, Menso.
Hey, Manny.
What
the
is
boss
this?
told me to tell you not to leave early tonight. He wants to talk to you about something when he gets back from his trip.
Tell Don not to worry. I'm not going anywhere. Especially not with clients like that. Where do they get these guys? They don't qualify for anything good, so I can't sell anything good. Can't work off my time, and I'm stuck. Stuck selling walking sticks to a bunch of burros for eternity. I need better clients. I need a real saint. I need a lead on a rich, dead saint. ¿Qué es esto?
Yes, I know that much.
Looks like I got a message. It's some sort of special work order.
To all agents from Office Manager Don Copel.
All right, you boneheads, thank your lucky stars and get to your friggin' cars. We have a mass poisoning on our hands. Too many dead to assign specific cases, so all clients are first come, first serve. So let's see some hustle out there.
Whatever you say, Jefe. My message tube is full of nothing, as usual. My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. It's some sort of special work order. My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
I would like there to be subtitles, but it doesn't look like that's an option. Okay. Real Gets, hello, welcome in. The last great point. Oh, you're right. Thank you.
My computer gives me instant access to our database of deadbeats.
Fine.
Not portable. Here's Celso's file. That walking stick was too good for him. Here's Celso's file. That
Darth Bane, hello, welcome
This
in.
end
How you
cabinet is
doing?
where I hang my cloak. Not picking that up. Nothing in there but my cloak. I'm gonna let it air out some more. My boss is always giving me these motivational sales books. They bought the farm, now sell them the cows. Stuff like that. Read them already. Didn't help. Read them already. Didn't help.
Not automatically saved. Please save as a pause menu to avoid. Oh, okay.
Domino's door is locked. Probably scared I'll steal one of his files. Not a bad idea, actually.
Interesting, okay. Late 90s culture. Art Deco style, like. Yes, it does seem very Starship Titanic.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
It's my boss's secretary, Ava.
It's my boss's whipping boy, Manny.
Buenos dias.
Manny, why aren't you at the poisoning?
What poisoning? Any messages for me? What poisoning?
What poisoning?
The Code 3 gazpacho poisoning that everybody's at but you. Why do I send out memos if nobody reads them?
Where was the poisoning again?
Where was the poisoning again?
Just ask your driver for crying out loud. He'll know.
Any messages for me?
Any messages for me?
Besides the one about the poisoning?
Yeah.
I only have one other message for you, Manny. I'm not your secretary. I don't take your messages. So get it through your thick skull and stop forwarding your phone to
What's
me.
up?
All
Sorry,
right.
Fane.
But that sounded more like 4 messages to me.
In my heart, though, you're still my secretary.
In my heart, though, you're still my secretary.
Manny, what are you talking about? I was never your secretary, even when you were on top. I got one boss, same as you, Don Copel.
I know you from.
Come on, I know you work for another man besides Don.
What are you talking about?
I know you take memos for Hurley sometimes.
Ah, Manny, just beat it, will ya?
Busy as ever.
Busy
see?
as ever, I see.
I'd have more work to do if you had more clients.
Ouch. I forget. Am I supposed to be somewhere right now?
Manny, do I have to explain your job to you again?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the Manuel Calavera that I know picks up people in the land of the living,
Dead people?
preferably, and he brings them here and tries valiantly to sell them the best travel package they qualify for. If he sells them enough premium packages, our hero will be free to leave the land of the dead. Until then, he and I are stuck here having the same conversation over and over again for eternity.
Well, enough about me. What's your job like?
Like babysitting, except I don't get to watch TV.
What if we just skip town tonight? You and me, baby.
Well, thanks for the offer, but we'd never make it out of the city alive.
But
In one piece, I mean.
I bet I could get you out if I really tried.
Oh, Manny, look at you. You're a trapped soul and you don't even know it.
Why do some clients qualify for better travel packages?
They led good lives,
¿Qué traes? How do you define a good life?
better than yours and mine.
So what did you do in life to get stuck here?
What I did back in the fat days is none of your business. You know the rules.
Just one more question about my job.
Manny, you know what to do. Stop playing dumb just to flirt with me.
So, you going to the Christmas party?
After the spectacle you made of yourself last year, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Any good gossip?
Well, I heard Domino got a raise.
Por favor, tell me some good news, why don't you?
I still love you.
You're all I really need, belleza. Where is everybody?
Oh, Manny, did you forget what day it is today?
Oh man, did I come in on Saturday again?
It's the Day of the Dead. Everybody's back in the land of the living, visiting their families like we should be.
Why aren't you visiting your family today?
Ah, the boss is here, so I gotta be here. How about you, Cal?
No one back there I want to see.
And you don't want Domino here alone, getting all the good leads.
Domino's here?
He's at the poisoning right now, stealing your commission. Manny, if you don't mind, I've got a lot of filing here to do.
Right. I te watcho.
I just got an achievement. What did... I don't know. Gone.
Manny, if you don't mind, I've got a lot of filing here to do.
Right. I te watcho.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
It's a hole punch. Mind if I use your hole punch?
Knock yourself out.
Thanks.
Gets the aggressions out, doesn't it?
It's the aggressions out, doesn't it? Use the hole punch. Achievement unlocked.
Could I take your hole punch?
Ha! I doubt you could take my half punch.
That's supposed to be my car?
are lights for wash, rinse, wax, and land of the living, depending on your destination. The driver demons operate this somehow, and the company won't tell a salesman how it works. Gotta keep us down somehow.
The half punch joke?
Through there lies the Limbo Highway, and on the other side of that, the land of the living. Can't go through on foot. People have tried, but they never came back. Not picking that up.
Oh my god, he moves so slow.
It's locked.
Oh my god. Oh, really? Okay, that makes it better.
Here's what I need. Wheels. Ooh, I might get hurt if I try to get one down by myself. Ooh, I might get hurt if I try to get one down by myself.
Oh, perfect.
There's something big going on in there. Not picking that up. Not when there's a door. Hey, service!
Hey, who the...
Whoa.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
sorry, sir. I didn't expect... Sales agents usually don't come over to this part of the garage.
Nice
Nice
hut.
hut.
Yeah, I wonder how nice it would seem to you if you were trapped in it all day like me.
You hate your job, why don't you
If you
quit?
hate your job, why don't you quit?
It's not just a job. It's what I was created to do. If I get any farther away from cars than this, I'll get sick and die. It's like I'm not happy unless I'm breathing in the thick, black, nauseating fumes.
Can't imagine.
Relatable. Hey, you a driver?
Are you a driver?
Me? Ha! No. I don't ride them, just wrench them.
I'm Caldera. Manny Caldera.
I'm Calavera. Manny
Calavera.
Calavera.
My name's Gladys. I don't get many visitors. Hey, I got a message for a Mr. Calavera. Your driver said that Mr. Hurley said that he could have the rest of the day off.
Domino sent my driver home?
Yeah, wasn't that nice?
Glottis. Is that a German?
Gladys. Gladys? Is that a German name?
Oh no, my roots lie not in any earthly nation's soil. I am an elemental spirit summoned up from the land of the dead itself and given one purpose, one skill, one desire. To drive! Or to change oil and adjust timing belts if no driving jobs are open.
Hey! Looks like I need a new driver.
Looks like I need a new driver.
Oh, I would agree with that. Yes, you do.
You want to be my replacement driver?
You want to be my replacement driver?
Me? Oh, no. Sorry. Can't. Rules.
Come on, Gladys. I need you to be my driver.
Come on, Gladys. I need you to be my driver.
No, I can't. I'm too big.
You're not too big. The cars are just too small.
You're not too big. The cars are just too small.
Yeah, those dang compact cars. Hey, that gives me an idea.
Bigger
I could alter
cars.
your car just a bit with just a quick torch job to let out the seams, you know? But I'm not allowed to modify the cars without a work order from upstairs. I could lose my job.
A work order, huh?
Yeah. I can't torch anything bigger than a cigarette without one of these signed by the boss himself.
Hey, that's my line. Getting people to sign. Back in a snap.
Yeah, too small. I'm not too big. Everything around here is just too small.
It's like I'm not happy unless I'm breathing in the thick, black, nauseating fumes. Talk to Glottis about cravings.
I've got to get this work order signed.
Oh my god, that makes it so much better. Major Ted, hello, welcome in, how you doing? Curious where this goes.
It's locked.
My game volume is super loud? Really? Are you sure it's not my it's my game volume is super loud. It's really weird because I actually have my desktop audio turned down and it's also supposed to not be louder than me. But I can probably still turn the music down. How's that?
Let's see. Where am I on this? Don Copal, Domino Hurley, Junior
Alright,
Sales
thank you for letting me
Associates.
know.
That better not be me.
Does it sound like I'm having, like, it's drowning me out? Is it just loud in general? Because I have an audio ducking set up, so it should, like, get quieter when I talk.
It's attached pretty well. Let's see. Where am I on this? Junior Sales Associates. That better not be me. Let's see. Junior Sales Associates. That better not be me. There she is. The number 9. One of these days, I'm gonna ride her right on out of here.
Huh, I mean, there's a compressor onto my audio as well. That's really weird.
Don't think so. There she is. The number 9. It's locked. It's my boss's secretary, Ava.
It's my boss's whipping boy, Manny.
Eve, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
Ava, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot.
Honestly,
Mr. Copel, I've got Manny Calavera out here to see you.
Didn't I say no interruptions today?
Sorry, Cal. Maybe tomorrow.
That's too late.
Oh yeah, like you're going anywhere.
it's like whenever you guys are ready to play, I'll definitely be down, but I just don't have the mental energy to think about it right now. I don't know if you heard, but I've had kind of a rough week. Like, I'm having trouble finding the ability to be enthusiastic about things right now, if that makes sense. I can't find my driver.
I can't find my driver.
Manny, you know what to do. Stop playing dumb just to flirt with me.
Well, I gotta go hit the bricks.
Okay, you show those bricks a lesson.
Is it really that loud? Okay, let me make everything lower. Oh wait, you're saying you didn't hear. Okay. Over on Sunday, we had to put one of my dogs down. He got the twisted stomach thing, which is why I missed stream on Monday, and I just am very low energy. I want the voice to be still louder. It's not on my Instagram anymore. It was on my Instagram story. It's in my Discord. But I don't mind repeating. Thank you, though. That was considerate. Yeah, so, like, yes, I know that I will have fun playing DVD, but if I'm being honest, I just am finding it very hard to be enthusiastic about future plans, because it's been a really rough week. How is that? Is that better? Sound effects are also turned down. Music is turned down even further.
It's my boss's...
It's my boss's whipping boy, Manny.
Ava, I really need the boss to...
I'll give it... Mr. Cole...
Didn't I?
Big Mr. Bossman doesn't want to be disturbed today. Big Mr. Bossman doesn't want to be disturbed today.
Yeah, it's been not great, but it is.
Domino's door is locked. Nothing in there but my clothes. I'm gonna let it air out some more. My computer gives me instant access to our database of deadbeats.
I'm glad that it's helping you.
Yourself that...
Well, I'm guessing that if there's an answer, it's not in here.
It's some sort of special work order.
To all agents from Office Manager Don Copel.
All right, you boneheads, thank your lucky stars and get to your friggin' cars. We have a mass poisoning on our hands. Too many dead to assign specific cases, so all clients are first come, first serve. So let's see some hustle out there.
Whatever you say, Jefe.
Well, I don't think hole punching is going to be the answer.
I've got to get this work order signed. gotta get this work order signed. That won't help it get signed. That won't help it get signed. I've gotta get this work order signed. If I really need the...
I'll give it a
Didn't I?
Eh.
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. No.
Oh, Manny. Just take the sentences one word at a time. You'll get it. 2, all...
All right, we have too many, so let...
Whatever you say, Jefe. Memos are for reading and throwing away, and not much else.
Okay.
Memos are for reading and throwing... Oh, I sold so many car travel packages when I was first starting out. When did I lose my edge? I left my tow truck back in my other suit. We can't operate cars. That's how they keep us from skipping town. No parking. Client car pickup only. It's bolted down. No parking. Client car pickup only.
Okay.
I'm not walking on the freeway. I shouldn't even be standing here. I'm not walking on the free. The petrified forest Rubacava. Not really that far away, but to me they might as well be on the other side of the world. I shouldn't even be standing here. The petrified forest Rubacava. Not picking that up.
Okay.
I'm not walking on the freeway. I shouldn't even be standing here.
I love my daddy. My superhero.
Earthbane, thank you so much for the gifted subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, Darth Bane. That's awesome.
Looks like some sort of crafty mime. Hey, what's going down, clown?
Hey, back off, suit. I'm practicing.
I love my daddy.
Thank you for the
My
gifted sub to
superhero.
Ed Goblin. Thank you, Darth Bane. You are awesome. Practicing what?
Practicing what?
Ring in your neck. What does it look like?
Twist one of them. Twist me up one of them, eh, fella?
Twist me up one of them, huh, fella?
Yeah. Twist this, all right?
Alright. Bet you can't do a cat.
Bet you can't do a cat.
Shows what you know, buddy. I can do anything. I can do birds, amphibians, famous poets. Go ahead. Name one.
Robert Frost.
Robert Frost.
Trying to stump me, eh? Ta-da!
Shit. Nice.
Some of my finest work, don't you think, Sparky?
Urkamus, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Darth Bane. Oh my gosh, to Darth Bane. Darth Bane wasn't even sub. Thank you. And thank you guys for the hype train level 2. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Some festival, eh?
Some festival, huh?
Yeah, pretty busy. My carpal tunnel syndrome's really acting up.
But you don't have any tendons.
Yeah, well, you don't have a tongue, but that doesn't seem to shut you up now, does it?
I think actually Urkamus is the one who told me he doesn't usually sub to channels himself. Thank you for the 200 bits. Heretic, thank you. Am I hype train level 3 already, or is it working on level 3? Thank you! Yeah, I think it was Urkamus who said that he doesn't usually sub to specific channels, but he likes gifting subs because when you sub yourself, then it like automatically signs you up and you forget about it. Maybe it wasn't Urkamus. I feel like it was Urkamus who explained it to me. I don't spend money on Twitch until I'm financially stable, so I don't know these things. Download traders. Alright, have fun, Major Dad. Thank you for hanging out. Can you teach me how to do that?
Teach me how to do that.
Well, since you're a beginner, why don't you practice the first step?
Which is?
Blow.
Bang!
Ah, popped another one. Lousy, bony fingers.
Can I walk through your tent? I want to see the parade.
Can I walk through your tent? I want to see the parade.
Well, walk through someone else's tent, all right? Do I look like a turnstile to you?
The kid wants another balloon
My
animal.
kid wants another balloon animal.
Jeez, what now?
A cat. A dingo.
That's my specialty.
Really?
Ta-da!
That's sick. Lousy bone fingers. Get the balloon twister to pop a balloon. Achievement unlocked. Good one's
My
another balloon
kid
animal.
wants another balloon animal.
Jeez, what now?
A cat.
Okay, a cat.
No problem.
Just gonna collect these.
Ta-da!
Good one's
My kid
dead worm.
dead worm.
Heck, that's easy. There's no limit on those.
I have to go. That sound makes me want to kill
I
somebody.
have to go. That sound makes me want to kill somebody.
You too?
Never did what before.
My kid.
Another
I have
dingo.
another dingo.
Hey, did you lose the one I gave you?
No.
Well, then just enjoy it for a while longer, all right?
Another
Can I
cat.
have another cat?
Hey, did you lose?
No.
Well, then just...
Do you have any more dead worms back there?
Well,
Sure.
My kid. Can I have?
hey, did you...
No. I have another.
Hey, did you...
No.
Well, then just...
Bet you can't.
Hey, did you...
No. Do you have any more dead?
Well, sure.
Do I just... How many... Okay.
That's not what balloons are for. The bread of the dead. Since I really didn't get to celebrate the festival this year, I think I'm entitled to a little pan de muertos. I'll just take a little more bread to honor the dead. I'll just take a...
Is there a limit to this? completed at level 3. Thank you again so much for the bits and the subs and the hype train. You guys are awesome. Oh my god, look at the hype train emote that it came with. It's a balloon animal, I think. That's awesome.
I don't like the way that eye is looking at me. Not picking that up. Hello? Hello? It looks like a rope, but it's really just a bunch of cheap ties tied together.
The fuck?
It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom.
Ah. Oh, I see. Not now. I'll have to wait. I'm in the middle of a very important meeting. Didn't I say no interruption today? Whatever it is, it will have to wait. That crepes, Eva. Just sign it yourself. Oh, yeah, I'm busy. Eva, please, I need a little time alone. Tell them the checks aren't here yet. I'm on the phone. If you buzz me again, I swear I'll jump out this window. Are you trying to lose your job? That crepes, Eva. Eva, just sign it yourself.
I'll just change his auto response here.
Ava, please. I need a little time. Ah, cripes, Ava. Just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy.
Memo from the desk of Don Copal. Hey, work orders are assigned by my office and are not exchangeable among salesmen. Swapping, selling, and specially stealing
Ricky,
work orders
hello, how are
will
you?
result
Happy
in
Wednesday.
severe disciplinary action. Just thinking about Don's file system gives me a cold chill. I would love to search Don's office right now, but I'm late for the poison. No time to ransack. Everybody's at the poisoning but me. This place is a mess. I would love to search Don's office right now, but I'm late for the poisoning. This place is a mess. I would love to search Don's office right now, but I'm late for the poisoning. To all employees of the Department of Death Bureau of Acquisitions, employees who have made their sales quotas are invited to take the Day of the Dead as a holiday, as long as they make up the time lost on the following weekend.
Sweet
Idiota.
James, thank you for the lurk. How many times you watched the movies on VHS? Did you play all the way to the end just to get the music video? That's awesome.
Memo from the... Hey! Work swapping, selling, and specially stealing work orders will result in severe disciplinary action. More junk I don't have time to look through. More junk I don't have time. No time to ransack. Everybody's at the poisoning but me. Looks like the boss has gone fishing. Looks like the boss has gone fishing. Aha. There's nobody in Domino's office. Not picking that up. Domino locks his window. Fear of pigeons, probably.
Oh, can I use the bread to fuck with something?
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. I don't want to mess up my blade. I don't want to mess up my blade. My scythe. I like to keep it.
What about the bread?
The bread of the dead. That wouldn't be a very good use of this special ceremonial bread. I get crumbs all over. I get crumbs all over. Not picking that up.
Okay.
It looks like a rope, but it's really just a bunch of cheap ties tied together. It's huge. I can't open it. I don't like the way that eye is looking at me. I don't want to mess up my blade. My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my...
Okay. Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work
Eva,
order.
I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, Mr. Calavera has something out here that he says he needs your signature on.
Ah, cripes, Ava, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy.
You'll have to excuse him, Manny. It's probably a really hard crossword puzzle he's got in there today.
Eva, I'm impressed. I had no idea you had this kind of power.
Well, we all have our secrets.
Hey, I look good in this, don't I?
Yeah, well, they say black is slimming.
I'm driving, yeah! I'm driving!
Wait, I wanted to tell her that he's not actually in there after he signed it.
Por favor. I could have walked faster than this. Híjole, I'm gonna miss the poisoning.
Should probably save, huh? I'll save once I get there.
Domino. Ew, the living still give me the creeps.
Yeah, they would give me the creeps if they actually looked like this too.
Bound only by the paper-thin wrapper of mortality, a soul here lies, struggling to be free, and so it shall, thanks to a bowl of bad gazpacho and a man named Calavera. I can't use my bare hands. I'm a professional.
Nice bathrobe.
But we offer several travel package upgrades if you care to.
Cut the yap. I want something cheap where I can get some rest. Now that's it.
Ay, ay, ay.
So
You
disappointed.
know, Manny, I could make this car a little faster if you wanted.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, slam the front into the weeds, tub the rear end, dual blowers popping out of the hood.
You'll get plenty of rest this way, Mr. Martinez, and you'll be safely padded by the foam created when these two chemicals mix, like this.
On second thought, I want to upgrade my package.
Sorry, Bruno, but you didn't qualify for anything better. But here, have this complimentary mug.
No,
First day at
wait.
the end of your life.
Can't you find me something where I can move my legs?
You know I'd like to, Bruno, but my boss is a real hard-ass.
I gotta be a hard ass when I got lazy sickle wavers like this jolly boy working for me. Manny, you couldn't find a sale at a yacht club.
I got a sale right here.
I'm talking premium sales, Calavera. Like the kind Domino makes.
How am I supposed to make premium sales with the scumbag clients you're sending me?
Hey! Now you're blaming the clients? I've had it with you, Manny. If you haven't bagged a premium before the next sales report comes in, you're out! Out on the street. No job. No way to work off your time. Just your fancy suit and your big smile and a whole lot of time to kill. Who you calling a scumbag? Why, I oughta...
Yeah.
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick. It's time to take one.
Hey, you missed a great poisoning.
Hey, you missed a great poisoning.
Yeah, and you missed a great client. Domino came back from there with a none.
Híjole, I got a tiny little man with a mean temper and no commission.
Well, at least you don't work for one.
No, Copel's not actually in his office.
You know, Copal's not really in his office.
Sweetheart, I know what you're up to.
Huh?
You're trying to get me away from my desk so you can link all my paper clips together again. Grow up, darling. Manny, if you don't mind, I've got a lot of filing here to do.
Right. I te watch you.
Manny,
Right. I te watch you.
what is that? Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
New shoes.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
Is this office open now?
It's Domino Hurley, the sweatiest man in the office.
You gotta sweat to sell, Callie, and you know it.
Well, at least you're not hitting the bottle anymore.
Hey, Callie, how you doing?
wanted to ask you a
I
question.
want to ask you a question.
Shoot, slugger.
Why do you get all the good
Why do
clients?
you get all the good clients?
You're asking the wrong guy. You should be taking a good long look at the man in the mirror.
Oh,
No, thanks.
bullshit.
I don't enjoy that the same way you do.
Well, what did you do to get this job?
What did you do to get this job?
You mean what's my secret to success?
No, I mean, how did you screw up and get stuck here at the DOD? What sin did you commit, and how long are you gonna have to work here to pay it off?
Well, I could easily ask the same question of you.
But I don't know the answer. I still don't know what I've done.
Well, how convenient. Then neither do I.
Can I have one of your clients?
Can I have one of your clients?
Sure, Cal. Just as soon as I get one I think you could handle.
I can handle anything you got, especially if that's your best right jab.
It's hard to kiss up to the boss so much with no lips.
Is it hard to kiss up to the boss so much when you got no lips?
Hey, I got all the lip I need. I get it from you.
So how'd you make out at the poison?
So, how'd you make out of the poisoning?
Well, let's just say that Sister Calabaza has a secret passion for trains.
You got a nun?
Hail Mary.
And you sold her a ticket on the number 9 train.
Choo-choo, little buddy.
Why are you wearing a mouth
Say,
guard when
how'd
you're
you
dead
score?
and you're... Got a mean midget I had to send parcel post.
I got a mean midget I had to send parcel post.
Ah, cheer up, buddy. Another day, another death. Am I right?
I want to tell you something.
I want to tell you something.
Good. Go on and let it all out, Manny. There's no reason for you to be afraid of me.
I think we should team up, be partners.
I think we should team up. Be partners.
Oh, Manny, I would, but I'm too intimidated. I could never be partners with someone who was so much more of a man than me.
Oh, come on.
That's a
I've seen your
prick.
wife.
I think you're up to
I
something.
think you're up to something.
Yeah, I'm up to about 4 premium sales this week.
You know this used to be my office.
You know, this used to be my office.
Yeah, I know. I found your name on some comic books in the desk.
I want my office back.
I want my office back.
Don't worry, you'll have years and years to enjoy it after I get promoted out and you're still here.
I want to punch you in the mouth.
I want to punch you in the mouth.
Oh, no, not the Christmas party all over again.
What happened at the Christmas party?
What happened at the Christmas party?
Blacked out on the whole thing, huh? Maybe you should switch to lemonade, kid.
Well, you sound pretty out of breath, so I'm gonna blow.
Always a pleasure, Cal.
Hey, her.
Yeah,
Well, you sound pretty out of breath.
always.
That's some premium-looking scotch.
Have some, Manny, just so you don't forget what premium tastes like.
What?
Look at all the diplomas.
You have to have the proper attitude to get diplomas like those, Manny.
Really? I thought you just had to have the proper postage. I got plenty of my own. No use for it. Desk drawers? I don't have desk drawers.
What you do? What?
Hey, get out of there, Calavera. Hey, get out of there, Calavera.
Hey, Dom. What's your screensaver password?
Get away from my computer, Manny.
Hey, Dom.
Get away.
Not portable.
there's more this way?
I think Don would call the company shrink if I left through the window.
There. Now that he's back, maybe I could do something from the window?
It's a deck of cards. Better take these cards. It looks like a long day of solitaire for me. I couldn't play this card there. My boss is old. They bought the farm, now sell them the cows. Read them already. Didn't help. My message tube is full of nothing, as usual.
Oh, I guess he doesn't
My
have...
computer gives me instant access to our database of deadbeats. I should close Bruno's record before the black marks burn into my screen.
Okay. Okay.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today. Manny, if you don't...
Right. I te watch you.
Okay.
It's a tool cabinet. It's locked. Not picking that up.
Is that one locked?
It's locked. It's a tool cabinet.
Hey, buddy,
It's
you
locked.
got anything
This sign
for me?
says, I'm at the junkyard. Woo! No one in there. Who's afraid of a little rusty water? Not picking that up.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, this door is open.
get out of this place.
You and your fancy suits and your nose holes way up in the air, sticking your empty beer bottles down the message tubes. How fancy is that? Huh? Don't you boys upstairs realize the tube switcher is a sophisticated and delicate piece of machinery?
Huh?
You think you're better than me?
No.
Good.
Not that I have a choice, but I wonder if I'd be happier working on a ship. Then again, I'm so competitive, I wouldn't be able to relax until I was captain. Not that I have a choice, but I wonder if I'd be happier working on a ship. Then again, yeah, right.
Interesting.
Ah, the old head of the department. Way before my time. I heard he was a total slave driver. How's it hanging?
Interesting.
For those who enjoy no-hassle travel. Bruno, you and one of them must have picked them up already. I don't need the hernia. One of the chemicals for our packing material comes out of there. One of the chemicals for our packing material comes out of there. Ugh, that smell. It's a lump of our packing foam. No thanks. That stuff smells terrible, man.
Or do I want... Should I mix it? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
This balloon is filled with a light chemical. I don't really want to do that.
Okay.
This balloon is filled with a light chemical. This balloon is filled with a dark chemical.
Okay, interesting, interesting, interesting.
Warning, fire system, do not touch. That's not on fire. It's the sophisticated and delicate hub of all communications here in the Department of Death. As a rule, I never touch anything more sophisticated and delicate than myself. Not picking that up. That wheel should open it. Not picking that up. The wheel won't turn and the door won't budge. That's not on fire. That red tube looks familiar. Can't reach.
Okay, so I need something...
Not picking that up. We... I don't really want to do that.
Okay.
This balloon is filled with a dark chemical. I don't really want to do that. No use for it.
Okay. Interesting.
Now this guy, I don't know who this guy is. I think he just paid for the lobby renovation. Hello? Warning, fire system, do not touch. That's not on fire.
Got so many things, I just don't know what to do with them. It's not that I find this uninteresting, but I could definitely see why you would have lost interest.
It's locked. The drapes are drawn. Don must be in there napping. No, Domino's in there. The bread of the dead. That wouldn't be a very good use of this special ceremonial bread. I get crumbs all over.
Isn't that a goal? I don't know, Major Dead. Future plans are kind of not in my wheelhouse right now. I've had a not good week. We will play at some point. I still have it downloaded, I updated it, but I've had a really bad week and I just don't wanna... I can barely tolerate playing this game, and this game is not super engaging. Okay.
Not picking that up.
Oh, interesting. Overwatch 2. Got contacted by a recruiter to do environmental art for that game. Oh, interesting. And you didn't accept, I guess?
I don't really want to do that. It's the loose end of the rope made of ties. It's pretty long, though.
Need to make a hook or something. This looks like a hook to me.
This doesn't look anything like Robert Frost. It's just a regular old balloon dog. I don't see what's so dingo about it. It's a squeaky little kitty. It's a deflated balloon.
Connection still, but your digital painting professor is an artist with Blizzard. You could have been helping make Overwatch maps. That would have been fun. That does sound like a lot of fun.
That wouldn't be a very good use of this special ceremonial bread. I get crumbs all over. This deck of cards is a little frayed around the edges. Then again, so am I. And I've got fewer suits. I keep meaning to mark these cards. I don't really want to do that. No use for it.
Yeah.
This balloon is filled with a dark chemical. I don't really want to do. No use for it.
So I don't think.
Warning. Fire system. Do not touch. That's not on fire. That's not on fire. I don't want to mess up my blade, my scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. Not picking that up.
Okay.
Not picking that up.
Is there a point to some of these things?
That wouldn't be a very good use. I get crumbs all over. This deck of cards is a little frayed around the edges. Then again, so a deck of cards just wouldn't help there. I've already got one card out, and I'm not dealing more until there's money on the table. I couldn't play this card there. I don't feel like pitching cards right now. I don't really want to do that. No use for it.
Okay, interesting.
Those crates are completely blocking the sidewalk. What if there were a fire? They're just full of party favors, and I'm not in the party mood.
I've never played, so I don't know.
I don't need the hernia. My kid, do you have any more? Well, that's not what balloons are for. I don't really want to do that. No use for it.
Can I try and get a lighter?
I'm not walking on the freeway. I shouldn't even be standing here.
Yeah, I'm completely at a loss of what to do next.
We can't operate cars. That's how they keep us from skipping town. Oh, I sold so many car travel packages when I was first starting out. I remember the year they built that. Mostly because it cost so much, we didn't get bonuses that year. Tacaños. I remember the year they built that. Yeah, right.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't know what to do next. It doesn't seem like there's anything to do.
Manny, if you don't mind.
Right. I te watcho.
Oh, that's what's making that terrible noise. Oh, that's what's making that terrible noise.
No messages in Dom's fancy red tube. He's got a lock on it. I can't believe he doesn't trust me. Not picking that up.
I mean, I'd like to get that bottle and send it somewhere, but I don't really know. Doesn't seem like I'm able to pick it up. If she wasn't able to celebrate, maybe she'd like some bread?
That wouldn't be a very good use of this special ceremonial bread.
Or not?
The bread of the dead. Look out below.
Okay, interesting.
That doesn't sound good. There's no air pressure. Server must be down.
Okay. It's definitely interesting.
Server's down again.
What else is new?
Manny, if you don't mind, I've got a lot of filing here to do.
Right. I te watcho.
Manny,
Right. I te watcho. Hey, Herb.
Yeah.
Well, you sound pretty...
Always.
No messages in Dom's fancy red tube.
Alright, so I have to go down there, I think.
The switcher looks pretty gunked up. Can't reach. Can't reach. Hi, I'm not getting any messages. Is the server down?
This is their idea of a joke? They think it's funny? I'd like to jam their tubes with packing material. See how they like that?
Who would do a terrible thing like this?
Who would do a terrible thing like this?
It's those punks in the mailroom. They think this baby is going to put them out of a job. And they're right.
Just curious, how'd you get in there?
Just curious. How'd you get in there?
I squeezed down one of these tubes like a pixie. How do you think I got in here? Through the door, just like you.
You're saying the server's down, is
So you're
that it?
saying the server is down, is that it?
The server is not down. It's never down. It's just temporarily unavailable while I'm doing some maintenance, that's all.
So how long is it going to be down?
So how long is it gonna be down?
With a job like this, you can never tell. Probably hours.
Or until no one's around to see you sneak out, eh?
Whichever comes first.
Can I squeeze in there for just a
Can I
sec?
squeeze in there just for a second?
Are you kidding? This is a highly secured area. No one's allowed in here who ain't me.
What's so special about you?
What's so special about you?
I, sir, am an elemental spirit, summoned from the land of the dead itself.
Yeah, let me guess. You were given one purpose, one skill, one desire. Fixing pneumatic tube switchers.
No, I was created to run the elevators, but they put in those dang motion detectors and put me out of work.
Oh no. You know, I really think it's clean enough.
No, I really think it's clean enough.
Oh, it's clean enough to run, all right. I'm just fiddling around to be safe. You know, gotta cover my ass.
Yes, you do.
Say, Chatty Cathy, I got a lot of tubes to flush here.
Hey, me too. I'll let you go.
Oh, not again. You You trying to blow this joint sky high? That's a magnesium compound fire extinguisher. Spray that on this packing foam and we'll both be riding the giant Roman candle out of here.
What? Why would they put something so dangerous in here?
I guess they didn't expect this room to be full of hazardous waste.
I squeezed down in one of these tubes like a pixie. Talked to Bennis about how he got in the machine.
Hey,
I'm giving
I'm still not getting any messages.
you one
As
right
it turns
now,
out,
but you
no.
can't see my hand.
Ah, our cheerful communications maintenance staff is on the job.
I set them on fire.
That's not on fire. That's not on fire.
What bread? Does he want bread? Wait, is all the bread gone? Oh, there it is.
That wouldn't be a very good use of this special ceremonial bread. The switcher looks pretty gunked up. Not picking that up. As a rule, I never touch anything more sophisticated and delicate than myself. Can't reach. Can't reach. The wheel won't budge. Not picking that up. It's the wheel on the door. Hey, I'm
Good enough for government work.
Oh, he's just waiting for me to leave, I see.
I think that's the other end of Domino's message tube. If I could just get in there. Not picking that up. The wheel won't turn. There must be something else keeping it shut.
There's like the card.
The wheel, there must be something else keeping it shut. That red tube looks... I couldn't play this card there.
Favorite game of all time so far? I don't know. I really liked Soma, I really liked Hellblade, both of them gave me motion sickness. I really liked Unravel 2. Key? Well, am I able to... I don't think that I can get the key from him.
That red tube looks familiar.
don't need to use a fire extinguisher on something that's on fire. Sometimes you could use it to set something on fire. Or freeze something so that it's easier to break. Okay. Also that water, wasn't there? Like rusty water?
No one in there. Who's afraid of a little rusty water?
Oh, I'm out of balloons. Okay. Come on.
My kid.
Good work.
More?
This would be the most useful thing so far.
That's not what balloons are for. My kid. Do you have any more? Well, I don't got the lungs for it. My kid. Do you have any more? Well, deck of cars just wouldn't help there.
Okay. I thought that... Okay, never mind. No, I just ended up wasting time.
Manny, if you...
Right. I te watch you.
Wait, I wanted to... see if I could... Nope. Get the rusty water. As if... magnesium base? There's... I don't know, is there magnesium in rust?
That's not what balloons are for.
Okay, well, waste of time then. Can I go fuck up the thing again? Would that change anything?
My message tube is full of nothing, as usual.
Okay, so we're coming it up again.
I gotta stop doing this. There's no air pressure. Server must be down.
What if I shove a loaf of bread in there now?
There's no air pressure. Server must be down. I get crumbs all over.
Server's down again.
What else is new?
Manny.
Right. I te watch you.
Okay.
That red tube looks familiar. Hey, I'm still not...
I'm giving you one right now, but you can't see my hand.
Ingvar, hello, welcome in. Game... I mean, it's a puzzle game. They're not supposed to be fast-paced.
Hey,
I'm
I've just locked an open door. Strange, yet symbolically compelling.
good enough for government work.
Yeah, he's lazy. He's not gonna bother checking to make sure it closed all the way. this is where the card comes into play, right?
Too much air pressure.
Is it the bread? Am I supposed to shove bread in there again?
Not picking that up. That red tube looks familiar. That red tube. It's the sophisticated and delicate hub of all communications here in the Department of Death. As a rule, I never touch anything more sophisticated and delicate than myself. The bread of the dead.
Otherwise, why would it let me shove the bread in there? Okay.
It's locked.
Maybe a bunch of... Is there this? Yeah.
This deck of cards is a little frayed around the edges. Then again, so am I. And I've got fewer suits. Too much air pressure.
Maybe it's the air balloons? I'm tired of going back and forth. Blue shirt? Really? There's too much air pressure? I had no idea. Thank you. They haven't said that. The servers are not down.
That's not on fire.
Oh, what if I only need to put one? Not enough to like gunk up the servers, but is there a difference between the light and the dark chemical? Minus... You can go with the dark. Just...
This balloon is filled with a dark chemical.
Motherfucker. Well, I guess I can look around.
I have to say, this food looks pretty. I can't reap hamburger. Cows are a whole other bureau, not to mention the lettuce. It's the fear of death that makes monsters of us all. Boo! Scaring the living is technically against the rules, but we all do it.
Scare the living a few times, even unlocked.
Can't take the living. They gotta go through channels. Can't take the living. They gotta go through channels. Can't take the living. They gotta go through channels.
Okay.
I'm sick. It's time.
Okay.
I'll never get out.
Huh?
You think?
No.
Bye. I only get two? But I know I need to do it at least twice. I know, I only need to do it once. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, Domino.
hijo. You know,
You try grow, man.
right. I te watch you.
What? Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
New shoes.
I think I need to talk. He's a prick.
This balloon is filled with a dark chemical. this balloon is filled with a dark chemical. This balloon is filled with a light chemical. There's no air. Server must be down.
Maybe I do need to talk to that dude, actually. I need to know what his, lock looks like.
I think Dom would know messages in Dom's fancy red too. He's got a lock on. Can't believe he doesn't trust me. Not picking that up. Hey, Dom, get away. Desk drawers? I don't have desk drawers. That's some
Have some, Manny, just so you don't forget what...
Okay. I meant to make a new save file, and I accidentally
You have
clicked
to
new
have
game.
the proper...
Really? I thought you just had to have the proper postage.
And there wasn't any, like, are you sure?
Well, at
It
least...
just-
Hey. So,
Well,
Will you hurry up, please?
for trains.
you got an head and you shoot.
Yeah, I didn't lose
Say.
too much progress.
I got a
Bruno's a pretty...
Well, you... I want to shoot. Is it...
Hey, I get...
Can I have... Sure, just... I can have special... Why do you...
You should...
No, what did you do?
You mean...
No, what's...
Well, I could eat...
But I don't...
Well,
I want to...
good. There's no...
You know...
Yeah, I thought...
I want...
Oh,
I think...
yeah.
I think...
Oh, I could...
Oh, I've seen... I want to... What?
Black maybe.
Well, you...
Always a pleasure, Cal.
I mean, I've already done all this dialogue, so it's not like I'm...
Server's down again.
What else is...
Manny,
Right. I te watch you.
She doesn't like the sound of the balloon. Maybe... I have not played Witcher 3 yet. I wanted to play the Witcher games in order, and then I was told not to bother.
Switcher looks pretty gunked up.
Yeah, well, I was told not to bother with the first two games because the first one's really bad, and they're remaking it anyways, so I was kind of waiting for them to remake the first one.
Not picking that up. That red tube looks familiar. How strange, yet symbolically compelling.
This is the right. They think.
So you're this is so with the problem or until whichever. Can I?
Are you? This is no one.
So yeah, you were.
No, and put.
Who?
It's they think. And
You know,
boy, I'm just gotta come.
yes. Just
I had it through. Say I got.
hey.
Are you waiting for him to catch on fire again?
Oh, not again.
Yes.
You trying to blow this joint sky high? That's a magnet. Spray that.
What?
I get.
Hey,
I'm. Good enough for government work.
I also don't think I have the cards. I think I need to go grab those again. It's actually my work. Yeah.
Better take these.
Playthrough for remake, you think the story is inconsequential compared to these games? Well, there's already a lot of games on my list to play anyway, so not really in a rush. And I like playing games in order. Never played it. I think I might have Witcher. I know I have Witcher 1 before, like, the non-remade one. I mean, what else am I supposed to use this bread for if they're letting me use it like this?
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. I think that's the other end of Domino's message tube. If I could just get in there. That red tube. It's locked.
Okay. No cars.
This deck of cards is a little frayed around the edges. Then again, so am I. And I've got fewer suits. Too much air pressure.
Yes, please.
There's that dark chemical everywhere in there.
Yes to the hint. Something to it. Oh, can I hold on to the card?
Manny, what are you doing?
Just marking cards, honey. Any more holes and it would fall apart.
Crocodile, hello! Let me actually save game this time. Hello, welcome in everyone. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for the raid, Crocotoad. How was your stream? You were playing Blood West. How is that? For the people who don't know who I am, I'm Lady Teddy. I'm a variety streamer who's relatively new to streaming, so whenever I play a video game, it's most likely going to be a first playthrough.
Bitch! I love you!
Lady Laverne, oh my goodness, another lady of the court of Twitch. Thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to meet you. Currently we are playing Grim Fandango, which is an older point-and-click puzzle adventure game that is Dia de los Muertos themed, Day of the Dead, which I figured was spooky. And you know, low pressure seemed like a good choice for today. But yes, how was your stream? Thank you again so much for the raid. Also, if you need to go and take care of yourself, like de-stream, get some food, water, your health is most important. Please take care of your health. If you want to hang out, I would love to have you here. I've been getting stuck a lot in this game. Right. Laverne Crocotoad, hello. I'm doing okay. I've had a bad week, if I'm being honest, but I'm glad to be streaming and I'm glad to be playing this game and I'm glad that to be hanging out with you lovely folk. So I'm a little low energy. For the people who are just meeting me now, I'm a little lower energy than I think I usually am. People usually describe me as cozy and chill, and that's fine, but I feel like I'm somehow lower energy. Just because it's been a
That's
bit
what she
of a
said.
rough week. But we all have those weeks, right? Yeah, keep me up if you're gonna walk around a bit, stretch your legs. Alright, sounds good. Thank you for taking care of yourself. This is actually one of the games you want to do this month. Well then, hopefully you won't get any spoilers. But, like, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna play it, being honest. Teddy, hello! Good to see you! Thank you for joining! Nori Thum, hello! It's good to see ya! We haven't chatted, but I'll do that. Redeem a henna tattoo? Okay. So when I rearrange all of my stuff, I put like a nightstand here, so now I can keep the henna tattoos in the nightstand rather than just sort of stacked haphazardly all over the place. I also found the other color of henna that I had that was a little bit darker. Not the super dark henna. There was 3 colors and I lost one of them. Thank you! I just rearranged it. I mean, it actually looks pretty much the same as far as you guys can tell, but I just rearranged it so I have a little bit more room, which is nice. The games go well, I would say. I'm making progress, slowly but surely. How is everyone's week? How is your guys' Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you are? So many ducks in a row, yeah. That's not even all my ducks. But those are the ducks that I have in a row. Yes, we do. Alright, oh, I see an ad's playing, but Teddy is subbed, so that's okay. You're still wanting to help me finish off the rest of this pack, right? Right. See anything they like? This one? Do you have a preference? These are stencils for a henna tattoo. Henna is a natural dye you put on your skin and it will leave it there and it will last for a while. Do you have a preference on where it goes? No, not all of my ducks, just those 5. Those 5. I collect rubber ducks. Here's some of them more. Oh really? That's awesome. Yeah, how did she start? I started because my pediatric dentist would give me a toy and they always had different ducks, and so I just started collecting the different ducks, and now I have a bunch of ducks. And then other people started gifting me ducks, and it's just continued into adulthood. But they're just cute. They're fun. There are very few things in life as an adult that I think just can give people joy, and I feel like rubber ducks are one of those things. The forearm? Okay. Let me... I don't know where my rubbing alcohol is. I might need to run into the living room to grab my rubbing alcohol. But I will be right back. I'm just gonna wipe down my arm where the henna will go, and then we will do this tattoo. So I will be right back. It won't be long. Okay. But I'll leave you guys with clips just so that you're not staring at my wall. Okay, so yeah, BRB. Oh my god, I think I got it. Oh my god. Fucking finally. Rough day? What just happened? Stupid robot. Or stupid, creepy monster thing. Fuck. You got me that time. God damn. You got me. But I've got one more duck to show you before you leave. Unless you're lurking. I mean, I have a bunch of ducks, but this one is in front of my face, so I remembered it. If you're not here, then I'll just show you guys some other time. It's a flash drive. Isn't that cool? Yeah, squirrels chirp. And so they'll sit on top of the fence and they'll stare down at the dogs and they'll just chirp for hours. And then once the dogs start to get tired, they'll stop. And then once there's been enough time to reset, they'll start up again and the dogs will just go fucking insane trying to get to these squirrels. And they've been trying to dig under the fence just to do something, I think. Like that'll help them get on top of the fence. So what we've done is we've stapled chicken wire to the bottom of the fence and covered it with dirt so that they can't dig underneath. And that worked for the other dog, Toby. He stopped. Didn't work for her. She's managed to peel the chicken wire off the fence, like peel the staples out of the fence 3 times using her face. And she has scars all over her snout because of this. Because she's stupid. Oh my god, I think I got it. Okay, I'm back. Thank you everyone for being patient. I actually lost the flash drive, but whenever I find it again, that is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna load it up with pictures of it. So I'm gonna put it on this arm. I assume that this is the one you want. This is the one that still it has the that still. You said forearm, so I'm guessing you meant up here. That cool with you? Great. You want it horizontally, like that, or like that? I feel like that would look better. Or I could also do it for the middle of the arm. I'm gonna do it like that then. Okay. I don't actually know if this one was lost for a while, so it might. Looks like it actually still has moisture down here, so it might actually not take that long to clear the tube. I saw that the clip that was playing when I got back was about my dogs, and that hurt a little. Not to be a mood killer, but the reason I'm having a bad week is because we had to put one of my dogs down over the weekend. So, I'm just sad. I don't want to like delete those clips. I don't want to be sad every time I see them playing. Okay. He had a really good life. We brought each other lots of joy. Just with time, I'll get better. And I have therapy tomorrow morning, so I get to talk about it then. I know it's okay to be sad about it. But I also know that a lot of people, like people watch Twitch with the intention of escaping their lives. Really, every time forever, I know. Let's see. It sucks that it was so unexpected, you know? Oh no, I spread it off the edges. Oh, that did not work at all. Whatever. Good enough. With 3 pit bulls. Yeah, the dog that we had to put down over the weekend was actually my 16th birthday gift. We had him for 12 years. Almost 12 and a half. Okay, it is, so we'll say 1. I will wash this off. Okay, well, I have to be careful not to spread this. I think that they still take care of you from beyond. I believe it. Alright. Let's get back to the game. Oh my gosh, that's cruel. That's so hard. I'm really sorry to hear that, Zebrafinch. That's awful. I did switch this over, yeah.
Mercedes Colomar, client number 9308, blah, 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 died of chickenpox, time of death, yada, yada, yada. Aha! Positive attributes. Volunteered time reading stories to dying children. That's good. That's really good. I think you're it, Mercedes Colomar. I think you're the one for me. Gladys, are you loco? What got into you? That was a company car.
Oh, yeah, and it's even better company now. I'm in.
Much appreciated.
Buenos días.
You're not the nurse?
No?
You're not here to give me my medication?
No, but I am here to ease your pain.
Guess they couldn't save me, huh?
No, but there's still a chance you could save me.
That's a lot of responsibility, Mr. Calavera. What makes you think I've been all that good?
Miss Colomar.
Meche, please.
Meche. I can see it in your face and in your file here, where it says you're entitled to a first-class ticket to... nowhere? What?
Did I do something wrong?
Not according to your bio. It was spotless. At least the part I read was.
I'm not sure I like the implication, Mr. Calavera.
Anything about your past you haven't told me?
Anything about your past you haven't told me?
Quite a bit, considering I've told you nothing.
Did you kill much when you were alive?
Did you kill much when you were alive?
Very little.
Were you a big... Never killed
Never
anyone?
killed anybody?
I have to confess, I never killed anybody.
Were you a big shoplifter?
Were you a big shoplifter?
Well, they accused me of it once.
Really?
But it wasn't my fault. That puppy followed me out of the store.
Oh. Mean to animals?
Oh no, I love animals. Once, when I was volunteering at an animal shelter,
Just stop right there.
Ever cheated on your taxes?
Ever cheated on your taxes?
I've never paid taxes in my life.
Aha.
I've never made enough money to be taxed. You know, it's mostly been all volunteer work.
Uh-huh.
Ever cheated on your husband?
Ever cheated on your husband?
Mr. Calavera, there's no ring on my finger.
There's no skin on it either.
I guess you'll just have to trust me then.
Glitter?
Glitter?
Oh, Manny, is that the best you can do?
Work with me, Miche. Give me some dirt.
Work with me, Meche. Give me some dirt.
Well, I could do something bad right now if that would help.
Wouldn't count. Sorry.
Not even a teensy bit of killing?
Not even a teensy bit of killing?
Maybe I just wasn't trying hard enough.
I give up.
Don't say that, Manny.
Are you sure you're Mercedes Colomar?
Are you sure you're Mercedes Colomar?
Yes. Would you like to see my birthmark?
Sure, where is it?
Sure. Where is it?
It's wherever you guys put my skin.
Excuse me,
Fair.
but I have to go straighten this mess out.
Sorry to be so much trouble, Mr. Calavera.
It's no trouble, but please, call me Manny.
Well, I could do something bad right now if that would help. Try to dig up some dirt on Mitchie.
I just don't understand it. Why can't I find anything good for Meche? I'm still on the case.
Maybe I'm not the woman you were hoping for.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry I let you down, Manny.
Hey, Funny Bones! In my office! Now! You vandalized company property in order to obtain secret information so you could take your illegally modified company car and your unregistered driver and run domino here off the road! All in order to steal a client from her legitimate agent!
There's nothing legitimate about this place. You give all the good clients to Domino.
Manny, now I'm embarrassed for you.
You've embarrassed the whole office. I'm going to call the woman in here so you can apologize to her yourself. Ava, send in Ms. Colomar, please.
She left about 15 minutes ago, sir. She said she had a long walk ahead of her and she wanted to get started.
Walking? She had a ticket on the number 9. Why does she think she has to walk?
That's the best package I could find for her.
Now you see why I give all the good clients to Domino.
He sabotaged my
That woman was
computer
a saint
system.
and a shoo-in for a double-end ticket that she's not going to get because you just couldn't find it. And now, because of your little stunt, she's out there, on her own, walking by herself through the petrified forest, facing the demons of the underworld, alone and unprotected. This is her reward after a lifetime of hardship and public service? Her destiny stolen by some overreaching salesman looking for a fat commission he didn't deserve! Get in there and stay put until the boys downtown tell us what they want done with you. Someone's gonna take the fall for this, Calavera, and it ain't gonna be me!
It looks like it dispenses something called Philodent. Ooh, ick. It came out like soft serve ice cream, but judging by the smell, I think it's auto body filler. I don't see anyone out there. Hey, is anybody out there?
So, Manuel, have you thought about what you have done?
Who's out there?
I'm you, or rather, I was you, years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm me now, so get lost.
I'm thinking about getting out and getting even, that's
I'm
it.
thinking about getting out and getting even. That's it.
The only way out, Manuel, is to be taken back in. If you are truly still loyal to this company, declare it loudly. The management might hear and stick you right back in their fold.
My loyalty is still to the DoD, believe it or not.
My loyalty's still to the DoD, believe it or not.
Good boy. You just keep up that spirit and I'm sure you'll get out of here soon enough.
Hey, guard!
How's my little Count of Monte Cristo?
No, really, who are you?
No, really. Who are you?
I'm a fellow prisoner, my friend.
Maybe, but your cell's a lot bigger than mine, jailmate.
Get me me out
Get
of
me
here.
out of here.
If you are still loyal,
Lay down and roll over and bark the company fight song. I know.
Look, I did what I had to do, so what?
Look, I did what I had to do. So what?
you have to try harder than that, Manuel. A man's loyalties decide his destiny.
DoD runs a crooked game and I intend to
The
prove it.
DOD runs a crooked game, and I intend to prove it.
You would do that? That could cause this agency a lot of trouble.
Thank you for that, Mr. Ledge. I'm gonna blow the lid off this place.
I'm gonna blow the lid off this place.
Young man, you are an enemy of the Department of Death. Welcome to the club. Salvador Limones and guest.
Where are you
Good
taking me?
night.
To the headquarters of the LSA.
LSA?
The Lost Souls Alliance. We're a small group, Manuel. We're always looking for new soldiers.
To do what exactly?
We need help in our intelligence unit. You know Eva, of course.
Manny?
I was once a Reaper like yourself, Manuel. But I uncovered a web of corruption in our beloved Department of Death. I have reason to believe that the Bureau of Acquisitions is cheating the very souls it was chartered to serve. I think someone is robbing these poor, naive souls of their rightful destinies, leaving them no option but to march on a treacherous trail of tears, unprotected and alone, like babies, Manuel, like babies.
What's your evidence?
That's where you come in, Manuel. Or should I call you Agent Calavera?
Manny suits me fine. I'm not looking to join any military organization, Sal. I just want my job back so I can work off my time and get out of this dump.
Well, you won't even be able to get out of this city without my help. Which means, of course, you won't be able to find that woman and you'll never get your job back. When you're ready to join the cause, Manuel, come talk to me. We might be of some use to each other.
It's a slide projector.
Manuel, I was looking at that.
I don't get it.
Nor do I, Manuel. Not yet.
I'd put on a hand shadow show, but the mood just doesn't feel right. Not picking that up. I think Salvador would get upset. This computer shut off.
When we do, we'll need you to get us into the system.
I'll be long gone before then.
We'll see, Manuel.
This computer shut off. Not portable. So you're not really a secretary?
I'm a spy, Manny.
Well, that's the last time we used that temp agency.
Any messages for
Any
me?
messages for me?
Yes. Join or die.
But I'm already...
Again.
Doesn't Copel wonder where you are?
Doesn't Cabal wonder where you are?
Don and Domino are both locked up in Don's office with some bigwig from downtown. Some fatty in a fez.
Who is the fat man, I wonder? And how does he fit into this sinister puzzle?
How long have you been a spy?
How long have you been a spy?
Salvador recruited me about a year ago. I couldn't resist him. He's just so noble.
What are you working on there?
What are you working on there?
I'm trying to get this radio working so we can use it in the field, but it looks pretty hopeless. Salvador's right. We need good old-fashioned homing pigeons to communicate with our field agents.
You have field agents?
No, it's just Sal and me right now. But someday, Manny.
Ava, you gotta get me out of town. They're gonna sprout me.
Ava, you gotta get me out of town. They're gonna sprout me.
You can't leave, Manny. We need access to the DoD computer network if we're ever gonna find out what's going on. And we can't access without a salesman like you. The computer IDs you when you log on.
How does it do that? Fingerprints? I don't have any.
Your teeth, Manny. Haven't you ever noticed your computer scanning your teeth when you log on?
I thought that was just a power search.
We need your teeth, Manny. We can't let you go. Sorry.
So, You won't help me out of here.
Sorry. I'll help you out, but not your teeth. Think it over.
Win or die again. Receive a message from Eva.
Why won't you help me out?
I need your teeth, remember?
You know something I don't know?
Do you know something I don't know?
Have you ever wondered why your clients, even your best clients, never seem to qualify for the packages you know they deserve?
Yes. My last client in particular, Mechi.
Well, they all did qualify, Manuel. Especially her. But somehow, somebody with access to the files has stolen their just rewards. Their sweet hereafters.
Their tickets on the number 9?
Precisamente, amigo.
What would they do with the tickets?
What would they do with the tickets?
A ticket on the number 9 is like a leaf of gold, Manuel. Especially to one who has died with a less than perfect record. Someone is profiting here from those that would buy their way into heaven.
But money is not important here. We just want out.
But money's not important here. We all just want out.
You want to get out, Manuel. And so do I someday. But for some people, this world is all there is. They have decided to seek pleasure and happiness here in the 8th underworld. And for that, you need money.
What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
I'm going to build an underground army of souls to fight the injustice I have seen in El Marro. Communication will become vital as the Lost Souls Alliance spreads out. We'll need messengers we can trust.
You want me to be your messenger?
You want me to be your messenger?
No, Manuel. Our numbers are small and our agents are too valuable to risk that sort of work. History shows only one messenger to be of use to a cause like ours. Carrier pigeons.
If I grab some pigeons off the roof, will you let me go?
If I grab some pigeons off the roof, will you let me go?
No, I need to raise them from birth, Agent Calavera. I need you to bring me their eggs.
You're keeping me here because you need the eggs?
You're keeping me here because you need the eggs?
Why are you still here, Calavera? Go get me an Air Force before it hatches. Now that's all the briefing you need, soldier. ¡Viva la revolución!
Learn of a nefarious plot. Achievement unlocked.
Have you thought about using messages tied to balloons? I can get you plenty of balloons.
Pigeons, Manuel. Bring me their eggs.
Pues, okay.
Hey, bruh, hello.
¡Viva la revolución!
It won't budge.
It opens for members of the LSA only.
Okay.
I have you. I'll just take a... That wouldn't be a very good use of this special ceremonial bread. I get crumbs all over. I'll just take a little more bread to honor the dead.
I'm okay. How are you? I'm tired.
That wouldn't be a very good... I get crumbs all over.
Tired and you hate Microsoft? Any particular reason?
It's the loose end of the rope made of ties. It's pretty long, though.
Okay.
That wouldn't be a very good use of this special ceremonial bread.
Oh, it's okay. I think I...
Not picking that up.
Probably the stuff that was in the office.
My kid. Do you have any more?
Look, if I so forget.
My kid wants another balloon animal.
Jeez, what now?
Do you have any more dead worms back there?
Do you have any more dead worms back there?
Look, if I give you any more of those, you'd be able to go in the business for yourself. So forget it.
That's unfortunate. You should suggest it then. It's gotta be something to do with the,
Hey, what did they do with Glottis? That wouldn't be a very good use of this spec. I get crumbs all over. That wouldn't be a very good use of this special ceremonial bread. It looks like it dispenses something called Philodent. Ooh, ick. It came out like soft serve ice cream, but judging by the smell, I think it's auto body filler.
okay.
It's locked.
Zebra Finch, you still here?
Tom's office is empty.
Oh, cool. I was gonna ask for a hint, but then I found something new, so.
What the? There's something glowing in there. It looks like a glowing hunk of coral. I can't even imagine a way to use coral there. Doesn't do much but glow. Nothing else in there. I'm gonna try to guess his password. Nope. It's not Golden Boy.
That's lame. Oh, I was gonna ask for a hint, but
He's got a lock on it. I can't believe he doesn't trust me. What a jock. It's Domino's mouthpiece. Ugh, Domino had this in his mouth. It's meant for mouths.
it's teeth.
Yeah, well, now I know what Domino tastes like.
Yeah.
It's meant for mouths. It's meant for mouths. Yeah, well, now I know what Domino tastes like. It's meant for mouths. I'm gonna try to... And it's not Mr. D either.
Oh, what if it's the filament? Okay. Filament. Make a press of his teeth. Don't use it to get into... Maybe use it to like tie to that and then hook around that.
Congratulations, Domino, on your new job, Hector. Congratulations, Domino, on your new job, Hector. It's Domino's mouthpiece. Why am I carrying this around? Philadent. Good for dents, great for dentures. Wow, that made a perfect impression of my teeth and left quite a chalky aftertaste too.
Oh, so it's not his teeth. Still my teeth.
Got something here that might interest you.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Manny, this looks like a perfect impression of your teeth. We can use this as a mold to make a fake set of teeth and get into the computer system that way.
Good work, soldier.
Did I mention it's been great working with you?
Ditto, kid.
No.
Did I mention it's...
Ditto, kid.
Have you thought about using message? Pues...
¡Viva la revolución!
It won't...
It opens for members of the LSA only.
Oh, that looks like a hook.
I wonder if that's how Domino meant it to be used.
Ballsy. Thank you.
Ah, the pigeons obviously like this dish vent.
Hey, watch it! Get him off! Back off, birds!
Okay.
I'm warning you, you little roof chickens. Show... Not the suit. It's the last one.
Alright, well, I'm gonna save. And then I will go BRB, push this off. Yeah, BRB. By the way, so I made this costume, I put it together myself. The corset thing and the skirt came together, but everything else, like the hat I got separately, the shirt I got separately, the leggings I got separately, the bandana thing, I made these, the necklace, like all of that else I got separately. But the corset thing and the skirt, they also came with this eye patch, but it's kind of like a really weird eye patch. Like, it's way too big. There's no way, I just can't imagine how it would ever fit on someone's face. What do you guys think? It's just like, it's too big, you know?
So, cause
y'all can say whatever you want and I can't hear you.
Fuck. And we're just talking about curse words and she can't even hear us making combinations of crass swear words. Teddy will think that we're completely appropriate and we're being wildly inappropriate and crass. How dare we? She'll never know. And she's very good at this. Let me just say.
Motherfucker. I can hear you again, by the way.
Oh. I didn't know you could hear us again. Never mind.
You're supposed to drink warm water after eating some. You're I don't know if you've been misinformed or if you're trying to lead me astray. Are you misinformed or are you leading me astray right now? If you click on those, that'll give you access to like the sound alert stuff that I have set up for bits. There's also, I have some sound alerts that are free that you're able to access there as well, like the GG sound. But that's where all of the jump scares are, and shoutouts or Lumia. I swear I'm not slowed, not. So he's able to do it without even touching them now? This, oh, no, stop, no. Holy shit.
Erectile dysfunction drugs.
This is not something I have much experience with, as you might imagine. Right.
Okay, an easy one.
I kind of wish I didn't get those right.
American Girl dolls.
And you can also, like, stretch it. A lot of different ways. He probably didn't need this, right? Whoops.
You want suck? I suck. You want blow? I blow. You want intellectual disputation? I got a big belch.
Oh god.
No.
No.
God.
No.
Look at us.
Please stop. No.
Yeah, where are the papers?
No.
Yeah.
Stop. Please make it stop.
Oh.
Home. Let's just get it over with. Okay, I'm back. Thank you everyone for being patient. Here is how this turned out. This, the darker henna definitely. Yeah, thank you for the henna tattoo, Teddy.
I prefer to eat out of clean dishes that aren't nailed to the roof. It's part of the roof.
Okay. Clearly they want me to do something else here. What do they want me to do?
Maybe that will scare them. Eventually. It's a squeaky little kitty. There's a not very scary balloon in there. There's a not very scary balloon in there.
Early. When was my last save? It was on the roof. Okay. Oh no! Okay. I don't want to go all the way back down. It's a cat.
Maybe that will scare them. Eventually. Yeah, beat it, you lousy little lech pickers!
Yay, you got work. You don't work tomorrow, too. Oh, nice.
You must come with me, young ones, for I am the Grim Reaper. I think I should get out of here with these. I only eat them poached. Man, are those pigeons gonna be ticked. Man, are those pigeons gonna be ticked. Man, are those pigeons gonna be ticked.
Did it. Need bourbon? 2 different people. I can't imagine. There's too
Agent
much more of
Calavera
this game.
and 2 guests. Check these babies out.
Excellent, Manuel. With these, I can breed an entire army of winged messengers. Our revolution can spread now across the land, carried on the shimmering wings of justice, thanks to you, Agent Calavera. You are a friend of the revolution, Agent Calavera. And now, let me be of service to you.
You must go to the town of Rubacaba, my friend, if you want to find your lost soul. How do you know where she is?
I don't. But everyone who wants to get to the ninth underworld must cross the Sea of Lament, and therefore must go to Rubacaba to get passage on a ship. As long as you get there before she does, you'll find her. But it may be quite a wait.
I'll wait as long as it takes.
Manuel,
Is there like a significant chunk
Love
more
with
of the game?
Love? Love is for the living, Sal. I'm only after her for one reason. She's my ticket out of here. That was some tunnel. I'm all the way to the edge of the petrified forest.
Okay, then I'm gonna call it here. Well, maybe not bedtime, but I'm tired. Let's find someone to read. Thank you very much, Heretic. see. I think I'm gonna raid Kaylee Strawberry. I feel like it's been a little bit since I raided her. She's playing. I don't recognize the game. It looks like Enotria, the Last Song. She's changed her hair. Thank you very much. Okay. Flashy Prism, we are actually ending now, but thank you so much for joining. Hello from California. It's lovely to meet you. We're going to be rating Kaylee Strawberry, who's super, super cool. She's not playing a spooky game if you're looking for a spooky game. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no worries. We will be playing this again at some point, and on Friday I'll be probably playing Visage, which is definitely a spooky game. Alright. Okay. Here's the raid messages, if anyone would like to copy them. What's that? Alright, so I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, or night, or whatever it is, wherever you are. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. My next streaming day, depending on life, mental health, and all of the things, should be on Friday. I will most likely be playing Visage with Colton, who's my best friend. And he does not handle horror games very well, so it's always fun to play horror games with him. It's really funny. The next day I play this. I would guess would be Monday. Usually I would stream Skyrim on Monday, but I'd like to finish this game now that I've started it. If not, it'll be on Wednesday because I don't know if I'll have the mental fortitude for Ori, which is usually what I play on Wednesdays. Anyways, you guys are wonderful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being supportive and understanding and your lovely selves. And I hope to see you guys on Friday. Alright, bye. This is who we are going to be rating, if anyone, yeah. Okay, yeah.